We could wait 30 years, but we could not wait for marriage.
I wanted to have like a wedding and a reception and all that, but I never wanted to have a husband.
You ain't took care of yourself yet. No woman with me, by myself, chilling.
Understand that in order for me to meet my husband, I have to communicate with the male species.
Manipulate me. You can't manipulate a man that built a backbone in solitude.
He doesn't answer our text. He doesn't respond. Is the reason that there is a male like loneliness epidemic. Dated someone, excuse my hair, I just got to my hotel from work. Anyway, I just recently dated someone who is the reason that there is a male like loneliness epidemic. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm a very good person, okay? And I would read people our texts and explain like our relationship to people, and they'd be like, why are you dealing with this person? And I'm just like, you know, he's usually pretty nice to me when we talk on the phone. Just like through text, it's pretty shit. On the phone, it's pretty like decent. Mind you, I don't like to date men younger than me, period. I don't like doing it. And this is the prime example why. Long story short, I was basically chasing. It just seemed like I was chasing. Like, I'd be like, hey, I'm free at this time. I can come visit on that time, blah, 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 blah. And they'd be like, yeah, let's do it. And then, like, 2 to 3 days prior to the date, I would not hear from them. Like, not text. They're not answering my phone calls. They're not, like, calling me back. And I'm just like, hey, you know, communication is key. You know, I really focus on communication. I'm continuously saying this. And, like, telling them, like, hey, I need to talk to you prior to flying out to go see somebody. Because I'm not going to be coming out to go see somebody blindly. And this person would always have an excuse. Every single time. Like, narcissism at its best, okay? Long story short, I literally was like, hey, I'm free this weekend. I can come see you for a day or a night and hang out with you if like you're open and you're free. And they're like, yeah, I'm free, I'm open. This is like the third time we've tried to hang out, okay? So then the next day, I think I call, he doesn't answer our text, he doesn't respond or something like that. And then I don't hear from him for like 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So then I texted saying, hi, friend, at this point, because what the fuck, what we got going on? What is this? And he texts back. Actually, I unsent the message because, bitch, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of chasing you. I unsent it in like literally like 30 seconds, but I guess he saw it. So he texted me back saying, what up, friend? I didn't respond. 2 more days go by. I call him and was just like, hey, what's going on? Like, I haven't heard from you in a while. He's like, I texted you. You responded to my text, and then I still haven't heard from you in the last 2 days. So what the heck is going on with that? And he's like, well, you know, I texted you back, and I ain't heard from you either. Okay. Well, I was just calling to say hi, I guess. So I guess I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Okay. And then he says bye, but I think he says, well, okay, hi. So I'm like, hi, I guess. Well, you know, if you're free, da 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 da. And he just hangs up on me. Hangs up on me mid-sentence. But again, he said bye, and I thought he said hi. So he hangs up on me mid-sentence. Like, bitch, I don't care if you did say bye. If you hear me talking, don't fuck up, right? What the fuck? So I text him telling him, like, you mad rude and you mad disrespectful. And from here on out, I'm just going to block you all over again because you deserve to get blocked. And then he goes to say, oh, I said bye, blah, blah, blah. I don't even fuck of these damn text messages because I ended up blocking the nigga. I told him, like, you need to work on your communication. You need to work on yourself. I didn't realize that you're going to be emotionally and mentally unavailable when I decided to chat with you. So I'm done with this whole day to say, fuck y'all. I just can't. Like, y'all are real, like, ugh. Like, ugh. Like, I'm really trying to find, like, somebody that doesn't have kids and, you know, has his head on straight. But y'all are just, ugh. Mm-mm.
So, what it sounds like is the guy could care less, right? He could care less. And you said men are facing a loneliness epidemic, but words do matter, right? I say that because why would you say that and then display how lonely you are? That's what you did. The whole time you're explaining yourself, you look lonely, very lonely. And from what I'm seeing, the way you're sitting there in your room at night, she said, I'm kind of lonely. Let me just tell this story. Because it seems like it happened yesterday. There's an issue. And the wild thing is a lot of you don't know how to deal with your issues. Because this is a loneliness that you haven't really prepared for. Ladies aren't ready for this loneliness. And you can see it. Look at the way she's telling her story.
Chemistry can exist without compatibility. And it sucks, man. Because imagine meeting somebody who's so cool, somebody that you have so much fun with, somebody that you have like the best banter with, and like y'all are not compatible. It's already hard enough to find love as it is. Why even make it so that, oh, you can have amazing chemistry with somebody, oh, but you can't actually be with them? Like, maybe this is coming from a really chronic single person. I'm not even tired of being single, honestly. I'm just like tired of like these like little nuances that like explain why I'm single. I can have an amazing relationship with somebody, but we're not compatible, but we have good chemistry. Isn't that like a moron or something? Like the fact that that makes sense doesn't make sense. And I'm not elaborating. I'm not elaborating on that. You can eat my ass.
Wow. So this is why things are ruined, right? She's one of those girls. I don't feel it. I'm a Cancer and he's a Gemini, or he's a Leo, or one of those ladies. Ask you what's your sign, right? If you have chemistry, if you're feeling a man, and if he's feeling you, make it work. The problem with dating nowadays is everything has to be special. Your sun has to match your my moon. It's nonsense. You think men want to deal with that? You think men want to deal with a species that is sometimey saying, "Oh, well, we may not connect because of this or that." Like, no, they're not playing that game. But that's the game they're playing. And the wild thing is, men are done with it. Men are done playing any games at all. And of course, the first guy probably played games, but she didn't explain any and everything. What do I mean? She didn't explain every nuance, every conversation they had. I'm sure there were some things there where the man was like, he checked out. That's what it sounds like. A man that checked out. But you get on the internet and tell us whatever you want.
To break a man who's not afraid of being alone. When you learn to like eat alone, you learn to sleep alone, you travel alone, it's like you become unbreakable, unstoppable. And most men, right, we never find peace because we can't even find silence in like our own company. Me personally, like I do so much better by being alone. Like I make money alone. I come up with shit when I'm just being by myself, right? Because if you always need somebody to sit beside you, when you gonna have time to think? You cannot manipulate me. You can't manipulate a man that built a backbone in solitude. There's no way you can manipulate a man with sex who's been sleeping alone. You can't threaten a man with abandonment who just don't mind eating alone. It's impossible. Master the art of like being alone is what I tell my homies. Because you're not by yourself, you're with yourself. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, and I mastered that many, many, many years ago, right? And I suggest more guys to master that as well, right? I was alone and I was on the internet trying things. And for me trying things, that's why I landed myself working online, right? It's from trying things. I kept attempting things. And men need to be alone to experience life as far as being productive, right? And that's one thing that I teach with my consultations. But still, he's right though. Every man must go through that. He must go through that alone time so he can build character, so it can build who he's going to be for the rest of his life. And you come to that time. Like me, I'm 45 now. If I would have never done what he was explaining, I'd be doomed. I wouldn't be where I am now.
Oh my God, bro.
For a while, and I do understand that in order for me to meet my husband, I have to communicate with the male species. And this is my problem that I have with that. I meet more men who just rather have a pen pal, and I'm sorry. I'm closer to 30 than I am 25 now, and quite frankly, I don't care to text you all day. Like, the question of what are you doing every few hours is really, really annoying. And I don't know if y'all understand that. Because at this point, if I get another what are you doing, I'm going to say losing interest. I need you to either A, call me, B, schedule a day, or C, leave me alone. Like, what are we doing? Honestly, what are we doing? And then another thing with texting is like, things can get misconstrued. Like, you could say one thing and mean something, and then somebody may interpret it a different way. So I'd rather just FaceTime or call. But all y'all want to do is text people. I'm not in high school no more. I don't want to text you. I don't want to talk to you all day long. Figure something out, because if you're really interested, you would make something shake to where we can meet up and have a civilized date. Does that make sense? Like, if there was some way I could have a conversation with a guy and just skip the whole stage of like dating, and I could just wait the time out and then just wake up one day and that's the day that I meet my man, I would absolutely do that, because this dating stuff is annoying, and I'm not gonna stop talking to y'all about it because something's gotta change.
Yeah, see, the main goal push you to spend. And why would a man be pushed to spend? But you know what? You know what a man should do? A man should push her to meet for coffee. But you know what would happen? She probably wouldn't take it. So this is the problem. And I'm not saying you wouldn't, but this is the problem with most of you females. Everything is not good enough. And then you have situations like this.
In their late 20s, early 30s, who still have like giant dreams. Like they know they're gonna blow up, but it just hasn't happened for them. But they know within the next 5, 10, 15, whatever years, that dream that they've always wanted, they're gonna get it. Because for me, I find that the circle that I'm constantly being around, or the people that are in my life, specifically women, when they're in that late 20s to early 30s gap and they haven't accomplished whatever dream that their childhood self wanted to do or whatever, they get in a panic and they just get married, have kids, and settle for a regular job. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes you change what you want, your desires change, all that kind of stuff. But for me, as someone who still has that vision, who still has that goal, I find that like I cannot find people who are like also like me, who are not in a panic mode, who are so calm, who are so assured within themselves, and they know that this thing that I said I want, I'm gonna get. And I find that when I tell people of my goals and my dreams and my aspiration, they look at me like, okay, girl, like, all right, like if it hasn't happened yet, then it's never going to happen. You might as well just go and find a man because you're getting older. Me not achieving my goals yet is not something that's pushed me to go and settle for a regular life. And I just want to see if there are any women out there who are in their late 20s, early 30s, who have dreams where like they don't even want to tell people because it may sound crazy, or they're just so like they're really, really big dreams and they don't have husbands, they don't have kids, and that's not their priority. Like they're chasing after this goal. I find that you only find that sentiment within like younger people, like early 20s, that kind of stuff, and older women, like women who've already like established themselves, who already have husbands and kids, and they're rediscovering themselves and rediscovering what their true path is. I feel like that's where you'll see that kind of like go-getter mentality. But within like people my age, nobody, like everyone is in a panic. Everyone is like, okay, like let me just settle down and we can deal with the dreams and aspirations later in life. But right now, I need to get married. I need to have kids. And it's just really, really interesting to see. And I think it's because those dreams haven't happened for them yet. And it's like now or never for them. If it's not going to happen now, it may not happen in 5 years. And they don't want to waste 5 years hustling and pushing for what they want, for it to not happen. And then on top of that, they don't have kids and they don't have a husband. I think that's what the fear is. But if there's anyone like me who just turned 30 who have dreams, like giant dreams that scare you and you're working towards it and you're pushing towards it, hit me up.
You know, the wild thing with her, right? She wants to build community at 30. And we already know that's pushing the danger zone. But I don't want to get into that. I want to get into this. Uh, like, I need delusional friends. This is in April. I need delusional friends in my life who are 30, still chasing dreams of becoming a rapper. So she's 30. Hold on. I got to talk to you guys. She's 30, chasing her dreams to become a rapper. You have to be kidding me. That's how insane I need y'all to get. The kids and husband will find you in due time. But for now, chase a bag, hoe. Chase a bag, hoe. Life, ambitious woman at 30, chasing her dreams to be a rapper. I don't know if any of you guys have taken a look at what's happening in the industry, right? And you see that people saying sell your soul, but people also saying do strange things for a piece of change. You see what's happening with Puff Daddy, things like that, right? You see things that are happening in the music industry, especially the females. And she's talking about becoming a rapper at 30 when they all blow up when they're young. She's talking about getting in now. This is the problem. And she's running a risk. After 35, she's at risk. And this is what she's talking about. This is why men are saying, nuh-uh, I don't want it. And check this out. Look at the comments. In my early 30s, and the desire to get married has ended, and I'm child free. I will pursue a good life. Amen. Champion you on, sis. I'm championing you on as well. Go chase your dreams and stay far away from me. That's what men are saying. Me, I'm buying a franchise in the next 2 years. I'm going back to school. Nothing is bigger than my program. Strict program only. Going back to school. How old are you, I wonder? And you're 32? This is the problem. Going back to school and then they get out and still can't make the bag.
Real talk alert.
Okay to admit that you're lonely. I think as a strong, independent black woman, no, as a strong, independent woman, I think it is like this notion of you take care of yourself. And like, I think people look at me and they're like, you're so strong, you go on these trips, you do all these things. And yeah, I do that, but I still like crave partnership, right, and companionship. And I think in my last video when I shared that I went out to eat by myself because I was lonely, it's okay to admit that, like, yeah, some days I do want to lay on the couch and cuddle, right? Like, I do a lot for myself. And in this economy, taking care of your house, paying your bills, doing all the things by yourself is draining. So shout out to you if you also do that. But it is okay to do all those things and still want and crave, like, the intimacy that comes with spending time with someone, right? Going on dates, all the things. I think the moral of what I'm saying is that it's okay to be lonely. It's okay to want to go on dates, right? It's okay to crave intimacy. Like, these are normal feelings. So don't ever feel bad about it. And I think if we shared it more, it would just help. So this is me sharing it more. Have a good day.
Yeah, sharing your loneliness, and all of them are doing it, and I love seeing it, right? Because they're not prepared for this. If they were prepared, they wouldn't be talking about it. As you saw, the last lady, she welcomes it, but to no avail. Just for 5, 6 years, even 10 years later, saying, "I should have had children. I wasted my life." You guys already know what's coming. I'm happy she's saying it at least. Let's normalize acknowledging it because it should be normalized. Because when you hit 30, you've wasted your life. And she said 30, apostrophe S. She could be 34, 38, and you wait that long just to realize, what am I doing? Especially if you say I'm an independent woman, you already said the problem.
Hey, y'all remember I told y'all about, man, how y'all should, as men, be getting out, enjoying life by yourself. Gotta learn how to do that. This round two, man. I'm in LA, just laid back, bro. I'm in Vegas too. I was in Vegas last night, so I'm heading back to Vegas once I leave here. Totally by myself. Nobody with me. Nobody. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all, man. Gotta be able to do this as a man. If you can't do this as a man, then really, truly, you ain't found yourself as a man. So if you ain't found yourself as a man, you can't say you're a man. Really. If you need somebody else to go with you wherever you go, if you're trying to enjoy life, you can't go by yourself. You ain't found manhood yet. You ain't took care of yourself yet. So no woman with me, by myself, chilling. Let me let y'all see. So y'all see that Hollywood, Vine Street. So just so y'all will see, zoom in that Hollywood sign. Man, my ears is done too, so I don't know how I sound on this video. Might sound real low or real loud, I don't know, but my ears is flying to Vegas, man, and then driving here across the mountains and stuff, kind of got my hearing. My hearing ain't got right yet. But look, man, if y'all can't do this, bro, I just be trying to stop doing, let y'all see, what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I just do it, bro. Like I met a young lady. She was asking why was I coming, on a trip or whatever. And I told her, hey, I don't need nobody to do this with me. I do this alone. Ain't got to be no special occasion, no birthday. She was like, it ain't your birthday now. I'm like, no, I'm just enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying life. And you got to be able to enjoy life, man. If you can't enjoy life, then what good is you being here? You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, you got to be able to get out, enjoy life by yourself, and make it happen. I'm out.
I understand it, man, totally, And that's why many years ago, I did what I did, right? I decided to go all the way across the other side of the world by myself. Because as a man, if you're not willing to do things by yourself, you're never going to get ahead. And I'm telling you guys, many years ago, and how I was able to do that is because I sustained an income on my own, right? And I've been doing this before YouTube, even, right? What I did was I had others working for me. I hired them for dollars and turned around and made thousands. If you want to learn how to do the same thing, definitely reach out to me. I can teach you. Won't be more than $100. Right? I can teach you how to do it and make thousands. And I know Filipinos that are doing this right now, Filipino companies, and making 3 million in 3 years. No exaggerations. This is what I did before I did YouTube. So definitely reach out to me. Link in the description. You can book a consultation with me. See you on the other side.
And bash another black woman, but I am gonna ask some questions. Number one, so we could wait 30 years, but we could not wait for marriage. You didn't even know what you was missing out on, sister, and you're not really missing out on nothing. This your first time, allegedly.
Single women keep women single. Because if it's all throughout our culture. Go back to In Vogue when they had that little lead in. What's going on, girl? It's so and so. It's you should just leave him. You shouldn't put up with it. Ain't no man worth all that. Ding dong. Oh, I gotta go. That's Kevin.
But yeah, I don't understand, and I'm not saying you can't get married and still end up a single mom. But what was the reason of waiting 30 years if you wasn't at least gonna get married first? Okay, okay. Um, did you know that you could have intercourse and not get pregnant? You was tired of waiting. Okay, you didn't have to have a baby. Okay. Last, does holding on to your virginity cause you to lose common sense? Now, I didn't, I didn't make that question. America made that question, but the people want to know.
Man, that was funny. This waited 30 years caused you to lose common sense. You know what I think happened? I think she waited that long because she was immature. She remained a little girl, probably was called princess until she was 29. Mommy stopped calling her princess. She could have been raised by her father too. Let's give her that just due, right? She had her pappy around for the entire time, and he stopped treating her like a baby. She had 29 years old. He said, "You need to work. You need to work on getting up out of my house." And she said, "He's not treating me right." Got a man that said, "Yeah, I'll take care of you," because she was immature. Put a baby in her, and that was all she wrote. But I know you know what it is. It doesn't make her immature. It probably was an immature situation. It could have been she never experienced love. That lady could have been a very late bloomer. Happens to men, happens to females too. She could have been a very late bloomer. What I mean by that is, you know, she got her good looks when she hit 29 and said, "I look good now," right? Guy started talking to her, a couple of "I love yous," and that was all she wrote.
I wanted to have like a wedding and a reception and all that, but I never wanted to have a husband. And I still want those things, and I feel like it's like possible. Like maybe like long term fiance. I don't know, but like I've
Wow.
never dreamt like about like when I dream about my dream life, I never dream about like rolling over, kissing my man, and we just like it just never did that for me. Like when I dream about my dream life, it's like me and my daughter in a nice house in a nice neighborhood,
You and your
in
daughter.
like my dream city, in um I'm able to get up and work out after dropping her off at school and make us healthy ass meals and participate in her life as much as I possibly can and still having a life of my own and good friends. And those are the things that I think about. It's never been a man. And I think I'm one of the very few blessed women that don't think like that.
Yeah, but why would you say "me and my daughter"? Why would that be? You could have said, "I just wake up and do that." Me and my daughter. So obviously, you're a single mom. This is the lady that got pregnant at 30. It's not black. She's talking like it. She got one heartbreak and said, "Forget all men," right? But no, you and your daughter, right? Obviously, you're heartbroken and you fell victim because the reason why you had the baby, I'm not saying that's the case, but most likely the reason you had the baby, you thought he would still be there. You thought he would still be there. When all the man wanted was a good time. And that's not every man's fault. Stop doing that. Stop getting on the internet and blaming all black men, because I know he's black, for your pookie. It's not our fault. We did nothing wrong to you. Most of the black men that are watching you saying this right now probably would never do you wrong. I don't know, but still, I doubt they would. Because most of you ladies, all you do is assume and make a shh out of yourself. And it's gotten this bad to where now you're getting recognized on the video as a 30-year-old lady. I know she's not her, but as a 30-year-old lady that had a baby when she was 30. I said that only because it was right after that video, and you. I don't know why I look like you, but yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for watching, guys. I put a lot of thought into these videos. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next vid.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.